Guys, over the last 5 months, we have been running a somewhat rudimentary queuing system to get our competing squads, our great group of PUBG teams, squads, clans, whatever we want to call ourselves, into the same lobby to compete and find ourselves at the pinnacle of our league. Yet finally, custom games has landed. We adapted very quickly and season 6 has commenced, and let me tell you guys, it was lit. We've got 17 teams competing. We can open our lobby. You all know what's happening. We've got a wonderful selection of squads competing to find themselves AGL Season 6 champions for our PUBG Squads tournament. We've all got our numbers. We can get into that custom games, and things started amazingly. I was able to step back. I've been stepped back and I've gone into commentary mode. Obviously, commentary is a goddamn lot better than me sitting here giving you a bit of a league highlight show. And let me tell you what this is. Whilst I will be bringing clips in future weeks, this really is a small, brief video to find out where standings lie after games 1, 2, 3 of the league. But goddamn, thank God, no more randoms. Every squad we come up against, every person, every gamer, every one of us that kills another is taking out someone else in the league. There's no more gump. We're in there, we're competing against each other. But what does that mean? Let me tell you what it means. What it means is that we have 17 very good squads, some with top 10, top 20 world players in. That's the sort of level we're talking about. So someone at the moment has to come in 17th place. Someone's going to be in first, but goddamn, let me tell you, a lot of the league is very, very close. We have lots of different styles of play, and I was able to offer you, and watched by about 100 people, I should add, on stream, with a slight delay, of course, but live with commentary, running games 1, 2, and 3 of Season 6. So with no further ado, let's get down to it. Let's find out what's going on, and let's see how things turned out. So here we are. PUBG Squads League, AGL Season 6. But before we look straightforward in terms of where things lie from a league status, let's have a quick look at what the results were. So giving us a clue in regard to how things turned out. So game 1, remember, on custom lobby now. So game 1, of course, is Zerengao. Game 2 is Miramar. Game 3 is Sandhawk. So each week, one of these guys. We were all there. We all watched it. Amazing battles took place. Amazing squads going up against each other, sometimes very early on. Let's see how things turned out. So in game 1, oh my God, AG Team Beard come in first place, followed by On Your Head Son, and then through by another new team in terms of Delta Gaming. Let me tell you, this was Delta Gaming are a group that have only just recently come together. On Your Head Son have known each other quite some time. These are two teams I'm still getting to know, but Team Beard bringing it through. So the big difference in Team Beard this season from AGL Gaming is the fact that Zero has taken over captaincy, and he is already bringing the fact that they are far better for it, bringing in Hacks as well into the scenario, along with Cause or Dogbone and Clivey as that flank manoeuvre. But moving forward, starting off the season incredibly well. Yeah, it didn't stop there because they thought they'd do it again in game 2, but we'll talk about that later. But let's quickly review these guys here in second place on Miramar in PUBG Goats. Now, guys, we have spoken about this, and we know we have a lot of fun and banter here in the AGL. Guys, you didn't just camp in that house; you goddamn built it. You built that house brick by brick and didn't move during the game. But goddamn, it was funny to watch on stream. We hooked it up. I'd love to show you the clip that I've got from Goober, but it's become a little bit difficult. We'll have these things next season. What I will do, by the way, is for games 1, 2, and 3, individualize them up and post them on our YouTube site, so you can go back and look at how things did go down. In third place was PUBGesus and the IG Ineffable Gaming crew. So a pretty good start for them. Okay, so there you got first, second, and third for games 1 and 2. So we can already see some dominance over the first couple of games by AGL. Unfortunately, that didn't continue for them. They were going to, they were aiming to be the first team to ever, in a single week of the AGL, 6 months in, season 6 now, of course, to take 3 wins, but they were pipped to the post. Well, not so much pipped to the post, but Jesus and his crew improved from that third game in game 2 and brought home the chicken dinner Well, let me tell you, we watched it on stream. Some crazy movement, beautiful flank maneuver, working as a single crew. Both the captains came in for a small interview as we went forth. But goddamn, there we go. So IG in first place. Agile Team Beard looked after base 0 in second, and what proved to be actually a really impressive week in third place there in Game 3 on Sandhawk, the Lobby Crew. Beautiful logo, by the way. That's pretty awkward that just came up with that noise, but we're just going to have to go with it. Day, thanks very much for popping in. Awkward. So let's have a look what's going down then, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And like we said at the beginning there, the reality is we have so many good teams. Stop coming up on my goddamn video. God damn. Let's just turn that down so you don't hear it. So, in 17th place, the most valuable players. Now, these are a troop led by Braveheart. Oh, we watched them go in for each of the individual games, and it seemed like, number one, they didn't get much loot, which we all will obviously go through. But second of all, they seemed to land with a goddamn great quality squad, whether it be Agile. I think they the Riot squad they jumped in with at one point in time. And these aren't battles whereby, by any means, they might be bottom of the table. These aren't battles whereby they just got taken down. These were battles whereby a lot of the guys went down. It ended up on each side of the occasion, on each side of the two teams, that there was some revives gone down, and just by a thin piece of paper, Braveheart and his crew didn't quite make it through. But goddamn, well, you can watch these guys on Facebook. Braveheart's got a really good Facebook stream where he does it, and this is where I think at the moment we've seen the quality. I've watched them a little bit, but they did come home, unfortunately, in their first season in the AGL, Season 6, with a 15th, a 16th, and a 15th. With just one kill, so just 160 points. No doubt you're going to be disappointed, guys, but as we always say, you've got to take it on the chin. We've got to move forward. When you do register, it's about dependability and getting on board, but I expect some great things over the next sort of couple of weeks from Braveheart and the most valuable players. In 16th Smoke is in 16th place is Gunsmoke, a team that we know very well, and they have this crazy acquisition of Mixer Sucks, a great player. Been playing with the boys for quite some time. A really good group of boys with Cognate, Gazer, Sucks, Rock Gokka and Remix. But again, it wasn't really the week they were looking for at the start that they had anticipated, with the 12, 11 and 16 in terms of their placement points, and just 4 kills to the 40. So coming in 16th place on 200. But already you can see how close it is. Between 17th and 16th, we've just got the 40 points. Between 16th and 15th, up to MY and the Lost Boys, we just have 10 points with a 13th, 17th and 10th in games 1, 2 and 3, and just 5 kills. So guys, this is how close it is. So please don't be disgruntled. You come back, kill a few people, have a good week, and you'll be right up there. NY, we've already talked about the consistency, but I guess they would have hoped for that consistency to be a little bit higher. But they enjoyed themselves, and we'll see what they do next week. In 14th place, now Frame, my man, my buddy, my American brother, I know you're disappointed. We have got a bet for this season as well, but we did have a bet. Let me tell you about our bet first of all. Myself and Frame, before custom games suddenly appeared, whoever's team was going to be lower down, we were going to, on stream, shave our beard off, so I'm not sure how it's going to work so far. But in 14th place, I know the guys are disappointed, but when you've got the quality of Frame, Mango, Alchemist, Reaper and Guardian, let me tell you now. And again, look, it's just 20 points in front, but just 35 behind Team Sting. These guys are top quality. Great lads. Banging. Get to level 5 on his stream, guys, and you get a praise. Welcome. So these guys will be back, no doubt, in force next week. Oh, I'm going all over the road. So in 13th place, we have Team Sting, Red Eye, Jonesy, Cow, Express, and Special Asian. A 7th, a 14th, and an 8th in week 1. Coming up against some goddamn good teams, winning a few battles, winning a few battles, but by running away, unfortunately, because as you can see by their kill points, not a single kill. Now, I found myself, when I looked at these, and I got all of my spreadsheets, and you must recall, to get to this stage, what have we got to do? We've got to have the games, commentate the games, get all the results, validate the results, put them in a spreadsheet, go through our quality assurance of putting them into a second spreadsheet, work out the scores, put it into my video document, take all the images, and then we find ourselves here. So it does take a lot of work. I did phone Red Eye and Jonesy and say, can you just confirm how many kills you got in week 1? And there was somewhat silent. So Yeah, 0. Let's see if we can get a few more kills next week, hey guys. But on 265 points. And again, guys, you can see how close it is because in 12th place is the Moody Crew. The Moody Crew Season 4 champs with Ollie and the boys, Zach, Jay, Twinkle, as I say in the boys, and Twinkle, the lady, with Viper and Foggy too. Starting a little bit tricky with a 10th and 12th, but a little bit better with that 7th and getting 3 kills over the first 3 weeks with just 10 points in front of Sting with 275. In 11th place, we have Team Mafia, another good team with Hayes, with Lou, with Jay, with Perico, with Vin, and Meatball Freak, who didn't play this week. A 16th, a 10th, and a 9th, so 195 points in position points. Add that to the 9 kills, so we can see that go up. A couple of points in front of 10th, but only, what have we got there? 20 points behind the Assassins in 10th. These guys did enter late. It was a bit of a coming together. They will be getting their practice on. They didn't get much loot from what they've told me, but no doubt looking to kick some ass in week 2. And from there, we find ourselves with the Vigilant Assassins. I'd love to tell you a picture. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Deadpool, you should not be called Deadpool. You should be called MEA, or as I would prefer it, VA Cheese String Boy. Honestly, I've never ever seen a man with thinner arms. Honestly, I saw a picture of this guy when he. I saw a picture. He used to have this this very muscular physique as his Xbox picture. Now we all know it's embarrassing enough to put yourself half naked on your Xbox, but when I brought his stream up, because you know I like to get to know you guys, I could hardly see him. He was so goddamn thin. So yeah, sort yourself out, mate. Eat some food, get some exercise, and maybe it will help you get a few more kills. Because this season, week 1, 17th with a 13th. I suppose your best effort there was a 5th in game 2. Unfortunately, in that game, didn't get any kills though. But you got 7 with 305. These guys, great boys. Deadfall, Pickle as I call him, Sun and Dubs, really good guys. They've been in some of our practice custom games as well. So no doubt these guys will bring it very, very soon. I don't know what to tell you about the goats. I don't know what to say to you because as I showed you on that first slide, these guys brought in a second by constructing a house. They take camping to a whole new level. Other than that, they got a 14th and a 17th. And I'm bad to remember, I don't take this offensively, but wow. Actually, afterwards, because during the commentary between the games, I tried to get old Sheebs here in, but he wasn't having any of it. But we have had quite a lot of communication since they've taken it on the chin. They're going to get stronger. They're going to get some practice in, and they promised me that they're going to show some aggression. Okay, because over the 3 games, although you got that second, so you know you went for position points. All credit to you. 0 kills, so coming in on 315, and again you can see how close it is. Delta Gaming. Relatively new team coming together, are currently in 8th and actually started the week, as we saw in those first slides, very, very strongly with a 3rd place. Didn't quite go to plan therefore after with a 13th and 12th, but they did manage to get themselves a grand total of 3 kills over the 3 games. I know that was a bit of a frustration for Diver, but here we've got Dingo, Diver, Wired, Just, and PUBG QBZ. We'll see what happens with the team as we transition through the season. Again, they'll be looking at getting a few more kills. And I think this is going to be one of the stories now we've got custom lobbies, guys. Obviously, we had our queuing system and we used to get sort of 90% of the teams in the same lobby, but we were surrounded by random. Some good, some bad, some with some good comms and maneuvers, some not. So we got some relatively easy kills. Every kill we get here now in the AGL, whether it be in our solos, our duos, our squad tournaments, you know, they're going to be well deserved and it's going to disappoint another. So this is proper competitive esports gaming. In 7th place is my man, Fat Man Chomp, Puzo Monster, Goobs and Tropics from Agile. Yeah, 7th place, they are a little bit disappointed. They sort of blamed a little bit on the comms, weren't quite on their game, but they did find themselves in some incredible battles, winning a few, losing a few, starting it on an 8th and a 7th, but in game 3 coming home in a 14th with a 0 kill in game 3, so 9 between the guys. They are a little bit disappointed, but when you've got the quality of Chomps, of Poos, of Goobs and Trops, then there's no doubt in my mind that with a good strategy, these guys will be, I know, personally, they're aiming to win the goddamn thing from 7th place. But just 25 points above Delta, and this is where the gap begins, guys. If we think about it, from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th and 17th, the points are so very close. We're talking like a kill or 2 very close. So you can move from lower down in the table up to 9th, 10th, well 8th or 7th, and then we start to have a little bit of a jump, if you will, with Riot here. Riot, we all know Riot. We got Smokes, Jones, Bunny, Keenan, Vulcan. And I must tell you, I am super pleased that you guys have finally joined the AGL. And what I like about these guys actually is what happened straight away. In game 1, Vulcan got disconnected. There was no crying, there was no blame, there was no let's start again. It was right, we've still got 3 people here, let's kick some ass. It was more difficult for them in game 1 with a 9th with 0 kills, but they showed a little bit more fighting spirit with 2 6th places with a grand total of 16. Now, most of the time, if Riot are in one of the Thumbless crews and custom games or one of mine, these guys win so many games. So whilst they're in 6th, these guys are fully capable, like the vast majority, if not all of the teams, of winning matches and really looking to fight at the top of the league table. Really nice guys as well, so I'm really pleased to have you on board, boys. In 5th place are our Season 5 champions, with Bentley, with Lifting, with Attitude, with Zach and Hotbox. So a 6th, a 9th and a 5th, so 360 points in regard to positions. Probably a little bit more disappointing for them, but 16 kills, which isn't too bad. But thinking about the fact that these guys have had weeks where they've got 40 plus kills in a given week, yeah, I think, guys, you've been playing quite a lot of COD, so let's blame that. But maybe a little bit disappointed in 5th, but our reigning champions still extremely talented, very strong. How many points are you ahead? Well, just 15 points ahead of Riot, so a kill and a half. I'm pretty much worth a kill and a half, but there we are, I'm not playing. On 520 points. And as you can see here, guys, so you've got a bit of a jump in points from 7th upwards to 6th and 5th, but then we've got another jump up to the position in 4th, the lobby squad. Smitty, Tam, Swift, Senzi, and this is the name. This is the name of the season. The spicy banana. During commentary, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. But really nice guys again, and this is what's key for me. Dependable, competitive, fun squads, really willing to get into a very high level league, which it is. Have some banter, have some fun, take things on the chin. But with that 5th, 8th, and then finishing off week 1 in game 3 with a 3rd, some really good fights, some very nice positioning, sharing loot where possible. Really nice comms when I jumped into the party. Really pleased to have you on board with 21 kills over the 3 games on week 1, giving you 645 points. So a little bit of a buffer there, but not enough. You not only will you, of course, be looking to try and get it into the top 3 in week 2, but Bentley and crew will be very eager, let's say, to jump a few places and overtake you. Nice logo, by the way. In 3rd place, so we're getting to the top, we're looking at 3rd. 2nd and 1st, you've got On Your Head Son, OYHS. Now, during the commentary, you may well recognise that I didn't know what I was saying with these guys, but Bonehead, Mad Bro, Leroy, Chick, Ginger, and Assassin. Remember, guys, you can only have 6 per season. I think one of the teams trying to represent 7, but let's move past that. These guys were really nice to watch. Very nice movement. Clearly, the comms were relatively strong, but I think it sensed for me from watching the games, from especially when I was in that sort of free roam mode, positioned themselves very cleverly, moved when they needed to, chose their battles very carefully. So, you know, did pretty well. I think their only disappointment would be in terms of the points is that 0 kills in game 3, but bringing in 11. This is where you have this strategy. We welcome all different types of play zones, aggressive, a little bit more sort of hanging up in the background. But in the end, really good start, guys. Very good start indeed, considering the quality of the teams that we have competing in Season 6. So there you go. In 2nd place, you've been asking me for the last couple of days. Goddamn, please don't underestimate the time it takes to make all of this happen. We have Jesus and his squad of Ineffable Gaming. We had some really good battles between these 2 squads in 1st and 2nd, but well done to Hibby, Jesus, Swank, Reaper, and Eric. So I think Reaper's coming back. I think Reaper took the week off, but I think he'll be playing in week 2 over games 4, 5, and 6. But fantastic, guys. A 4th, a 3rd, and a 1st. So consistent across the board and bringing home 25 kill counts as well. If you recall during the live commentary, and if you are interested, that's on mixer.com/truth_AG. Ineffable Gaming delivered in terms of comms, in terms of positioning, in terms of accuracy of shooting, working together as a cohesive whole and moving quite beautifully. Without saying too many nice things, Jesus, thank you for popping in for the interview during the commentary. But no doubt these are guys that you will have to be alert and focused if you come up against them. So let's see if they can sort of close that gap, because the gap, guys, with 0 in crew is somewhat significant. You've gone from 905, so the guys have got, look, 300 points, whatever it is, just what about 250 points up to Infinite Football Gaming from OYHS, but then quite a leap. You're talking 400 points. 400 points after just week 1. Team Beard from Agile AG have to spare. Amazing performance by the boys. 0 taken over the captaincy with Core, otherwise known as Dogbone. So in the commentary, I apologise if we were watching Core and I was calling him Dogbone, Clivey, and yes, I'm going to pronounce it correctly, Hacks. Okay, Hacks, I apologise. I think the play, I'd love to show it to you, but it would be too complicated today to make it happen. The play of the week goes to Young Cores. Why does it go? Because on that game to win on Miramar, let's go and find them, the old goats. These guys, after the Agile boys took down the other squads, it was just Core, or Dogbone, let's call him Core for now. Core AG left. The other 4 from the goats finally left their house. Apparently, you know, their rent had run out and their landlord was actually pushing them out. Not a shot from any of the windows, but one by one, Core took them down. I'm really looking forward to watching Go again in some action, but Core was absolutely immense on the night, as were the rest of the team, captained by 0. Clivey doing his amazing flat manoeuvres, and let me tell you, Hacked is an absolute goddamn killer. And as we can see, 48 kills. Game 1, 17 kills. Game 2, 21 kills. And in Game 3, bringing home an additional 10. So 825 after a first, second. 48 kills, so 480 points, bringing home 1,305, which is a record first week deliverable. So fantastic performance by the Agile guys. Can the rest of you catch them up? I think you can. We've all had bad weeks. If you think about it, Team Beard last season went from 1st to 2nd, and we lost it out by a good few points. But the guys are there to be reckoned with, a more aggressive, a more talented Agile team. Congratulations to you boys. You did us proud. In Football Gaming, though, amazing performance too. So there you are. There you have the 17 teams. I hope I will lean upon you that you are fully dependable. I expect you to all be there on time. Really good to get to know some of the new teams. What an amazing selection of squads we have, full of very, very good people. But there you have 17 up to 1st, all to play for. Sunday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. Please remember, we play GMT or BST at 8 o'clock Sunday evening. That comes through to 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock Central time, 12 o'clock midday Pacific time. And we hope to see you there. Please, yet again, jump on the stream when we go live. There is, of course, a delay for competitive reasons. Please host, watch. Let's get it going. Let's get this watched. Let's get some of you noticed. You know, I've got a history in this. Let's see if we can be picked up in some way. Thank you to everybody. Really good performance by you all. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Other than that, this is Truth and the Agile Gaming League. Saying peace, man. Take care of yourselves. Look after your families, and I will see you all online very, very soon indeed.